What surprising things happen during phase transitions? Imagine watching a pot of water boil and suddenly turn into steam. It seems simple, but what really happens during that change is full of surprises. When matter shifts from one state to another, it does more than just change shape or form. It can jump in properties in ways you might not expect. One of the most interesting facts is that some properties of a substance change suddenly during a phase transition. For example, when a liquid turns into a gas, its volume per particle, called specific volume, jumps sharply. This means the density drops quickly, which is quite different from the slow changes we see in other processes. It's like flipping a switch rather than turning a dial. Another surprising thing is the role of latent heat. When ice melts into water, it absorbs heat but stays at 0 degrees Celsius until it's fully melted. The energy doesn't go into raising the temperature but instead breaks the bonds between molecules. Once the phase change is complete, the heat is gone, and the substance is in a new form. This energy exchange is hidden but essential to the process. At a specific point called the critical point, the difference between liquid and gas disappears. Here, properties like density change smoothly, not suddenly. The substance becomes a supercritical fluid, which has unique qualities. It can flow like a liquid but also fill a container like a gas, making it useful in many industrial applications. Some substances can even have more than one liquid state. They can switch between different types of liquids, which is more complex than simple melting or boiling. These transitions can happen slowly through a process called nucleation or quickly through spinodal decomposition, where the change happens smoothly without energy barriers. This complexity is important in designing new materials and understanding natural phenomena. Phase changes also involve big shifts in entropy, which measures disorder. Solids have molecules tightly packed, so they have low entropy. Gases are all over the place, so they have high entropy. When a phase change occurs, the system reorganizes itself, causing a sharp increase or decrease in entropy and heat capacity. There's also a special point called the triple point, where solid, liquid, and gas coexist in perfect balance. At this exact temperature and pressure, all three phases can exist together, which is a rare and precise condition. Interestingly, during some phase changes, temperature stays the same even as heat is added or removed. Instead of heating up, the substance uses that energy to change its structure. This is why boiling water at constant temperature still requires energy input. Understanding these surprises helps us see how phase transitions are vital in many devices like engines and refrigerators. They relying on controlled phase changes to transfer energy efficiently. So, these changes are not just simple shifts but complex phenomena that reveal the fascinating behavior of matter.